Hi guys, welcome back to the prediction show. I'm Elmo,
I'm Tuna.
and today we're going to be going over last week's predictions, what we predicted the scores would be. Um, we give ourselves points depending on the result. So a correct score, 3 points; a correct result, 1 point; and zero for nothing. Um, so I'll go ahead. We'll just quickly go over last week. We do talk more about these games in our other videos, so please go and check them out. So we'll just quickly go over these. So the first one was Crystal Palace nil, Newcastle 2. I had a 2-1 prediction, so I got 1 point for that.
This was one of my many nil-nil results this weekend I predicted, so I got nil par yet again. Continuing on from last week's form.
Yep, I like to
Next
hear
up,
it.
we had Brighton-Liverpool, which finished 1-1. I went for a 2-0 Liverpool win, so I got nothing again.
I went for 3-1 win, and I got nothing as well. Next one was Man City Burnley. Man City won 5-0. I had a rush of blood to the head and went 1-0 to Burnley, so I got nothing.
I was so close to this one. I said 4-0 to Man City, so I got a point. I just knew a big win was coming at some point. I just got one goal wrong. After that, we had Everton versus Leeds, which finished 1-0 to Leeds. I went 2-all, expected lots of goals, so nothing for this one.
Yeah, and very rarely I went for exact same draw 2-2 with you, so I got nothing as well.
I think that's only the third time this season we've had the same score predicted.
Yeah,
So very, very rare that happens.
I don't ever want to do it again if you're getting nothing. West Brom versus Sheffield United finished 1-0 to West Brom. I went 2-0, so I was close, but I got 1 point.
I went 0-0 again, expected to be a poor game, which it was, but there was a goal, so I got nothing. Next, after that, we had Southampton versus Manchester United, which finished 3-2 to Manchester United. I went for a 1-all draw, so again, nothing for this one.
You keep saying there's nothing. It's weird that. I went 2-0 to Man United. I had a bit of faith. I more before the game than I did halfway through the game, so I got 1 point for that. Chelsea vs Spurs finished 0-0. Both of us predicted some actual goals in this game, which didn't happen. I predicted 3-1, so I got nothing.
And I went 4-1 to Tottenham, so I got nothing as well. Next up, we had Arsenal Wolves, which finished 2-1 to Wolves. I went 3-1, so I just needed that one goal, but he gave me a point.
And I actually went 2-1 to Wolves as well, so I got 3 points for that one. Leicester vs Fulham, a shock result of the weekend. Fulham beating Leicester 2-1. I actually went 2-0 to Leicester, so I got nothing.
And I went 5-1 to Leicester, so I got absolutely nothing, not even close.
You should have points taken off you
I
for that
say if we
prediction.
had minus points, then I probably deserve them for that one, along with the Chelsea Tottenham one as well.
Yeah.
So finally, we had West Ham Aston Villa, which finished 2-1 to West Ham. I went 0-0, so gave me absolutely nothing. Left me with 2 points this week, the
Uh,
worst we've had ever.
and I went 1-0, so I got another point as well to add on to the 6 that I previously got. So a 7-2 win for me this weekend, which means that I'm 58 to 48, a whole 10 points in front of you right now.
Yeah, my 30-point prediction this week didn't quite work, did it?
You was 28
It
off.
was a very poor week. Close, close.
Yeah,
I
about as,
just blame the teams that were playing. They
about as
clearly don't
close as your
watch.
Leicester prediction.
Well, I was 4 goals wrong for Leicester and only one wrong for Fulham, so
So next we'll go on to the best of the week. This is where we give our rewards for the best, what we deem the best of the weekend. So we'll start with the player. So player for me kind of stands out as Mahrez getting his first hat trick for Man City. All good goals as well.
yeah, very much so. I've sort of gone against my own reasoning from all season. And I've given it to Cavani in this game. Obviously, 2 goals and just how he changed the game in total. For me, with Man City winning by that big, Morris' hat-trick could be taken out and they'd still won, but Cavani was the match winner for me.
Yeah, I was close to picking him.
For the goal, I'm sticking in the same game actually, and I've gone for James Ward-Prowse free kick for Southampton.
Yeah, yeah, very
Some
good
great
goal.
goals this weekend, very tough one to pick this week.
I went for Rafina. Great strike, absolutely brilliant strike. Well deserved. The
A lot of good goals this weekend, so
the team of the weekend. First time that any of us have picked this team, and it's Man City. You know, they haven't given us a reason to pick them at all this season. Sorry, so far, but winning 5-0, they were looking good. There was passing, movement, and everything. So
yeah,
yeah.
no, I've agreed with this time as well. Man City get this for me. Obviously, scoring 5 goals is sort of a big standout, and while Burnley aren't doing great, you still got to actually do the job, as we've seen many other teams don't do.
Hmm.
So good result for City, good performance all around. And finally, Gaff of the week. This one is very interesting. I have gone with myself, my predictions.
Yeah, yeah, that definitely deserves a gaff. So I will admit that I kind of did my awards last minute, and all mistakes have kind of left my head. So I've just left this blank. I'm not giving anyone a gaff this week. I'm sure there
Yeah,
was, and I'm sure that as soon as we stop recording, I'll go, oh, wait, that. No. But
I mean, I couldn't think of anything stand out really. So
obviously, there were some mistakes. There were some players that could have done better, or, you know,
yeah, I mean, you could look at people like Ollie Watkins who missed the penalty, but again, I think that was more unlucky than bad form. So
yeah.
unlike my predictions, which were just bad form.
So let's have a look at next week's predictions then, seeing as though you're on form with your predictions.
Yeah, I've done them in advance this time. I've used logic. I've looked into every game.
I've literally just typed them in the spreadsheet, and this is the first time I'm knowing who plays who. Just like last week and the weekend before. 9 points, 7 points, it's doing me well, so why not? So we'll start off. So Aston Villa versus Newcastle. This was originally scheduled for Friday night, and as we're recording this on a Tuesday, news has come out that Newcastle have been told to avoid the training ground due to a coronavirus outbreak, and because of that, the Aston Villa versus Newcastle game has been postponed. We are still going to do a prediction for this game, just in case it gets played next week, midweek. As of yet, as of recording, they haven't announced when this will be played. Obviously, they don't really know when things will be back to normal. So, if this gets played next week, midweek, then this prediction stands. Any later than that, and we'll make a fresh prediction whenever the game is replayed.
Yep.
So for me, I think I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Newcastle in this one.
Okay. I can understand why, based on form. But I've gone for a 1-1 draw in this one.
You going weird draws
And
again?
I am, like I say, I've used logic and reasoning behind all of these.
I don't believe that.
And I'm not going to tell you what my method is, because, once I get 30 points this week, you're going to start using these.
I was so not only are you fiving out the draws again, which clearly did you well last week with 5 draws, but you're also predicting 30 points again.
I mean, then, spoiler alert, I do only predict 2 draws this week, so.
Okay.
And next up, we have Burnley versus Everton, which I've gone for a 2-1 Everton win on this one.
Okay. I mean, there's no form to look at really. Obviously, Burnley.
Both bad. It's the form.
Yeah, both forms are bad. I think I'm going to go for a 1-1.
Oh, so you say about me picking draws?
I mean, I got 7 points last week and 9 points the week before, so I can say what I
And
want.
you predicted one draw in 20 games.
This might be the only draw that I'm predicting this week.
Uh, true, true.
Draws do happen. Um, so actually, I forgot to say. So Man City, Fulham. Sorry,
I do
Burnley
realise
versus
I did
Everton.
mess that up. Yeah.
Yeah, Burnley versus Everton is at 12:30 on BT Sport. The next game is Man City versus Fulham at 3 o'clock on BT Sport.
Yeah, Man City with another 3 o'clock kickoff on Saturday. And well, I went first last time, so you're going first this time. I've decided we're rotating.
3-1 to Man City.
Ooh, ooh.
I hope
I
you
went
haven't got the
3-0
same.
I went 3-0 to Man City, but I almost went the same. This is one that I went against my reasoning for.
Okay.
Because using the method I use for every other game, I would have had 3-1. I just don't see Fulham scoring.
I mean, just because City played well last week, don't mean they are going to do this week. So it's one of those hit and miss at the moment, isn't it?
Very true.
In fact, you know what? I'm going to put 50p on Fulham to win. Why not?
I mean, after this weekend's results, then who knows?
Um, Half 5 kickoff on Sky Sports is West Ham versus Manchester United.
Yeah, and I've gone for a 2-1 Manchester United win in this game.
So I'm going to go. I'm going to go 3. I'm going to go 3-1 because we're not very good at keeping clean sheets at the moment.
Yeah, obviously you're not quite sure yet if De Gea's back, as far as I know. I know he was having a scan.
Yeah, I've got
I
confidence in
mean,
Henderson.
I say you've got a pretty good backup, but
I think this is his chance. He's been waiting for some reason for De Gea not to be able to play in the Premier League, and this is his chance. And it's one of those, and we've seen it over the years in all teams where the understudy is just waiting for the regular to just step aside just for a couple of games, and then it's their time to show them that they should be the number one and keep that keeper out. So
yep.
we'll see if that can happen. Um, 8 o'clock on Saturday on Sky Sports is Chelsea versus Leeds. Bielsa versus Lampard.
Again, Spygate 2.0.
Yes. I'm gonna go for. I think this could be a decent game actually, and I'm gonna go
I'm
for.
changing prediction to 0-0 now.
I'm gonna go. I ain't called it the big game. This isn't the big game. I'm going for a 3-2 win to Leeds United.
I have 3-2 to Chelsea. I know
Ooh.
when you said 3-2, I thought we had the same there. This is one I didn't have enough data to use my method, so I've just picked a score myself this time.
Sunday starts us off at 12 o'clock. We've got 4 games this weekend, and 12 o'clock on Sky Sports is West Brom versus Crystal Palace.
Yeah, I've gone for a 2-1 Crystal Palace win in this game.
Um, do we know if Zaha's back?
I think he should be
I'm
if
going to
you're
go
using the
for.
2-week incubation or quarantine.
Um, I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for West Brom.
Interesting. I mean, you do have one of those results every week, so
Yeah. In fact, I ain't got a team keeping a clean sheet yet.
I only have
uh,
one all week, so
2:15 on Sky Sports is Sheffield United versus Leicester City. Um, 3-0 to Leicester. It's their time to bounce back, and I don't think I'm going to predict Sheffield United to win a game this season.
I have a pretty much of a shock one this time. I've got Sheffield United scoring, but Leicester winning 2-1.
Fair enough. And the big game of the weekend, and I'd love for this one to either be 0-0 or 8-0 to Tottenham. Um, R4 kickoff on Sky Sports. Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal.
And I've gone 2-1 to Tottenham this time.
I'm going to go 3-0 to Tottenham.
We both know it's going to be 0-0 now.
It's going to be 0-0. It's Arsenal's still seen as like a big team, so Mourinho's going to park the bus like he did last weekend, and it'll just be a boring game. I probably won't even watch that. I'll probably just put it on in the background, to be honest with you. Just watch the highlights. The last game on Sunday, 7:15 on Amazon Prime, is Liverpool versus Wolves.
Yeah, I've gone for a 2-1 Liverpool win this time because it's at home.
I'm going to go 2-1 to Wolves.
Decent shout.
I think
Obviously, I
Wolves
really
picking
like
up.
Wolves.
Wolves picking up a bit of form at the moment. Even though you've done well, um, you've done okay with to say all the defensive injuries you've got. You've also got Allison that's potentially missing as well, which can be big for you. So, yeah, I'm going to go Wolves 2-1. And then just one Monday night game this week at 8 o'clock on Sky Sports: Brighton versus Southampton. So Southampton's been playing well. They played well against us. They was very unlucky to not win. We've said every single game that Brighton's been playing well. I want them to get a win, so I'm going to go 2-1 to Brighton.
I've gone for my second draw this time. I've gone 1-1 in this one.
So next week when I get maximum points and you get lowest points again, you'll just get 1 point.
When I've got 13, you've got 1.
Yeah, we'll see. So that's it for this weekend, then, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Let us know how you see our predictions, or let us know your predictions. Check out the rest of the videos that we've got. Please subscribe. There's plenty of videos coming, not just Premier League, as I've said. But we've got plenty lined up. It's just finding the time to get it all done and edited. I've been Elmo.
I've been Tuna.
Have a good week, guys.